What's up, guys? Welcome back to JodabeniTV. Today is another amazing day to get after it, and we're gonna be better today than we were yesterday. So pretty much, I was looking at a lot of Ronaldo's trainings yesterday, and pretty much since he's a really fast player, and for myself, I'm naturally like on the higher end of speeds against most people. So in the spring semester, we had tested out 40 times and I ran it in 4.45. So for me, that's pretty much like a really fast number. But the amount of times that I actually sit back and actually focus on train on getting faster, I don't really do that too often. And even after running that 4:45, I know my body can do it maybe like 5 times before it gets dangerous to where I can injure myself. So now that I'm trying to move to the next level, there's gonna be a lot of faster players and I have to be able to overcome that. So one person that came to mind was Ronaldo. He's extremely fast. I've seen a lot of his workouts. So the way he sprints, a lot of the times I need to try to mimic it, and not mimic it, but like follow his training routine. And I looked at his Instagram, and I even just went online and found some of his trainings. And the way he can do so many sprints in matches is because outside of training, he does it a lot. So his body is tuned, it's used to it. I need to get used to it so that I can do it more times in games and beat more players. If I'm playing on a fullback and I need to pass people with sprints, I need to be able to do it a lot and be consistent with it. Today, I'm gonna be going to the track. I'm gonna do a nice warm up, and then I'm gonna try to implement these sprints and see how my body feels. And maybe after, I can probably go to a gym and do a light recovery over there. And also, even though, the new season 6 came out for Warzone, I'm gonna finally have to put this up. So instead of actually selling this, because I did have some friends message me saying they regretted selling it. So I'm just gonna pull it, end up putting it away. And whenever you don't see it, it's not in front of you, you're not tempted to play it. So I'm just gonna unhook everything, just put it back in the box and keep it away, and the urge probably won't even be there. So hopefully this will allow me to focus down even more and killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Got rid of my hair, I look completely different. But now I'm gonna be getting rid of the PlayStation system also. I might just leave the TV, I really can't do much with it, really. But yeah, we're gonna go from there. So it's 8:34 right now, and it's not looking too bad. So the very first drill I have is the one where he starts jogging slowly for maybe 5 yards, and then he starts sprinting for the next 5. And the reason why I have 2 cones on each side is because the track is closed right now, and this grass isn't really leveled. So I put these 2 cones in each spot to let me know where it's safe to run. I walked through this whole thing and there's no holes in here, so I'm gonna be running in between these lines. And the first interval is gonna be the jog, and then a faster jog, and then this last 5 I'm just gonna sprint it out and then just recover. And I'll do several of these, but before I do any of this, I have to really warm up. To be honest, the warm up is probably the most important part of all of this, because every time I do sprints and I don't do a good warm up, I usually feel really tight in my groins, or even worse, I give myself a minor injury that would follow me for the following week. So if you can tell, I put a lot of emphasis on making my warm-up extra long so that whenever I do start sprinting, it's easy and I have no injuries after. So I did a lot of the dynamic warm-ups just now, and before I do some light, faster runs, I'm gonna do some light ball work, always focusing on my technique and first touch, and then I'm gonna get straight into the sprints. A lot of these footworks are pretty much very basic, and at first when you start doing them, they may feel a little hard, but over time you just get used to them. And all of these things I'm doing, I do them in the aspects of my game, so they're not just a waste of ball work. So I put everything that I use in games into a small little routine, and I usually do them before I start trainings. So those were my first round of sprints, and as you can see, usually whenever I finish, I jog for like a very long time, you know, to slow down. But then if you pay attention to Ronaldo's drills, he sprints, he gets to that 85 to 100% pace, and then he slows down in like 5 steps. So I'm gonna try to mimic that, you know. I should have let myself drift off, because in games, if I'm sprinting next to somebody, if they take a cut back, I shouldn't be going forward. I should be able to decelerate as fast or even faster than how I can accelerate. So that's why I'm gonna try to focus on the following ones and try to finish off really strong. So I'll push the camera a little bit farther back behind the end line so you can see my deceleration as I'm working on it. So I'm gonna be going full speed. I should be at full speed by the end of that one, and I want to be able to stop before like I reach the camera, or even right as I'm at the camera. Today's training wasn't that bad, you know. I learned a lot from watching Ronaldo's runs, and I applied that for today. I feel kind of sore. It's probably because I haven't done this in a long time, and as time goes on, I'm gonna be doing this a lot more just so my body can get used to it, and I want to stay ready for any trial opportunities. I'd rather be prepared than to get an opportunity to trial and not be prepared. So I'm gonna make sure my fitness is there, and even though we've been playing against our own team, I could tell my fitness level isn't where I needed to be, so I need to put even more emphasis on my endurance and game fitness. With COVID going on, there's not a lot of matches to play. Even Sunday League, it's a little risky because of COVID, but you know, you have to do what you gotta do. So that was for today, and if you're already here, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. JodabeniTV is out.